when I heard about WISE, I said, oh, there it is. All this time, I've been like, why is there not a certification? About it, I can see the bigger picture. And I can see the vision, and I believe in it. And I feel like with the right momentum and the right objectives and the right partnerships, this could be a game changer for the industry. But that's why I signed up with WISE, is because I see the value in it. I want to work to a standard. Who doesn't? I want to know that I'm fixing. And the thing about WISE was that it really vindicated me. And I think that it made me feel so much stronger in my own ability to teach and to repair. Because when I went through all the material, but there was 2 things that I had to change in my program too. And for years, not just because I'm a technician, but also because I'm a female technician, I have dealt with the kickback, the meanness and nastiness when I would talk about grounding, when I would talk about not using metal inside the phones, when I would talk about just all certain types of topics that are kind of like a hot topic in the industry. I would get torn up about them. And to read the material and say, wow, I was actually right. And now I can, when I get into those conversations, people say, no, you are wrong. Before I was like, dang, am I wrong? You know what I mean? Am I really wrong? Are they right? And it's only a matter of time before people are walking to stores and seeing WISE and they know what it is. They don't have to ask about it. And so I see the bigger picture there. So that's why I did it. I wanted to be first on. Frankly, I wanted to be the only school that was on, okay? But when I heard this guy's story, so when he came to me, he was working at a chicken factory. Now, my family, some of them have worked at chicken factories. This is some of the worst jobs that you could ever imagine someone having to do for lower than minimum wage, okay? And so he was working at a chicken factory. His wife was working at Olive Garden. She was the breadwinner. They had a daughter. They lived in a very rundown 1-bedroom trailer, okay? And he came here, and I didn't hear from him after class, right? Usually I have we give support. Didn't hear from him. His phone's cut off. He's going through it, right? But he came here. I was at my flea market booth, and like usual, I just take a break, leave my staff working. I walk around outside, and I see this truck that says phone repair on the side of it. And it's all geared out, right? It's got the back doors open. I'm like, oh no, what are they doing here? Because I got to make sure what my competition is doing, So I go up there, and it's Jonathan. And he's like, Nicole? I was like, Jonathan? What are you doing here? And he jumps out the back and he gives me a hug. And he's like, I'm making money. I was like, you are on my turf, And he's like, this is where your store at? I was like, yes, my store is here. He's like, oh, I won't come back. I was like, oh, that's fine. But how are you doing? He said, my wife doesn't work at Olive Garden anymore. We moved out of the house, and I'm the breadwinner. And I was like, that is just amazing. And then probably 2 months later, I was out for the night with some friends. It was 3:00 in the morning in Atlanta, and I pulled up to a gas station. And again, I seen the truck, and I was like, oh no. I was with my friends. I was like, this is not my student out here at 3:00 in the morning fixing phones. And I go over there, and I was like, the doors are open. There's a line of people. I was like, Jonathan? Nicole? I was like, what are you, this middle of the night, this is dangerous, And he's like, pulls out this money. He's like, oh, I'm making money. I go to nightclubs. He's like, I'll repair anywhere in Atlanta. I was like, oh my gosh. He's like, my life is so different because of this course.